Okay, this is Randy. Um, First thing I would do on this is to get it centered on the grid. Let's take a look in the outliner. And I might try to clean some of this up. I'm wondering if you need all of those. I think maybe not. I'm going to delete those. Oh, no, we didn't need those. So what I'll do is I'm going to select everything and delete the history. Edit, delete by type, history. And do we still need that? No. And then I'm going to select all the surfaces and group them. Edit group or Control G. And I want to put the pivot point of the group at the character center. So I think what I'll do is it looks like the character is still centered on this line. Oh, maybe not quite. Okay. So yeah, I might use this sort of crotch as the center point. So I'm going to hold down D, the D key, and middle mouse drag. Oh, and D and V simultaneously. V is point snap, D is for pivot move. So it'll snap to a point there. And I'm just using my middle mouse and dragging, middle mouse button and dragging. It's kind of popping to the wrong place there. That's what I was hoping for. Okay. And then now I'm going to hold down X for grid snap and middle mouse drag, snap that to the grid. And then I want to rotate it. I'll just rotate this up, and I can type in -90 here. And if I want to get this at the feet, a good trick for that is if I click on this Y translate, it'll I'll have to do that again. If I hold down D and then click on the Y translate, and I can actually, it's letting me align it to the whoops. See, to the bottom of the foot. Oh no, we don't want that. See. Okay, so let's just hold down V for pivot move, and if I middle mouse drag it down there, it stays centered because I had selected that. I held down D and V simultaneously again to get it there, and then I'll pop this up again, hold down X, and why is that not snapping to the grid? Oh, now it is. I don't know, it was being funny. So I held down X and it snapped to the grid. So now it's exactly centered on the grid, and I'll freeze transformations, and that'll zero these out. And let's see, Y is front Y. That's weird. I feel like something about your axes were not normal. Default view. Oh, okay, that fixed it. Alright, so view, default view. And that fixed that. Okay. So I can see it's not, well, maybe it is symmetrical, I'm not sure. Okay, well, now that it's kind of centered here, let's just look at the model and what you can improve. One thing I like to do is, for anything with sharp corners, I like to bevel it, even just a little bit, even if you want it kind of sharp. If I right mouse click, go to edge, double click, I'm holding down shift and double clicking to get all the way around. So you can see I've got that whole, front edge selected. And then I like to bevel, make sure I'm in my modeling menus, edit mesh, bevel, or Control B. And that rounds that corner, and then I can increase the number of segments and adjust the size of it. You know, if I want it to be a pretty sharp corner. And when I'm just dragging on this word fraction, if I hold down the control key while I do that, it gives me much more fine control. So if I want it pretty sharp, I could leave it there. If I want it very rounded, I could leave it there. And it just gives, I don't know, it gives a lot of things a nicer look. So even if you want it to be sharp, putting at least a little tiny bevel in there can be nice. Again, holding down Shift. And, whoops, did I miss the top? No, I got the top. Control B. Good. Adjust the fraction. I'm holding down the control key. Segments. And again for this thing, Control B. Might mouse click object mode. So I like the look of that. Let's hit 3 to look at them in smooth mode. You might want to increase the number of segments on his fingers. So Control Shift X will give you the multi-cut tool, which is also under Edit Mesh. Oh, sorry, Mesh Tools, multi-cut tool. Control Shift X, and yeah, I might, you know, just like you have 3 at the other joint, I would put 3 here too. So I'm just clicking to add some there. And maybe another one here, and then if you want, you could go in and adjust, you know, some of the shapes to give the hand a little bit more shape. What's going on with this? Sort of is concerning me a little bit. It's sort of flat there. I don't know. I might give that a little more depth. I'm a little concerned that it doesn't have. I would split it down the front. Control Shift X. One good way to find if there's any issues with any faces is if you go into face mode here, and under the selection, if you go to use constraints, and on next selection, and we want let's do n-sided faces. That's faces with, so you don't want faces with more than 4 sides to it usually, so we can see if there are any of those, and there's a few. So then the thing to go is to like try and resolve these faces that are n-sided. So yeah, maybe I'll start with this one. So I can see that this face, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because of that. So what I would do for that, let's see if we can turn on symmetry. I'm going to hold down W and then click, and I got this marking menu, and go to symmetry. I can also get that same thing by double clicking on the move tool and symmetry settings, the object in the X direction. I can turn it off from there as well. Just click that to minimize that. So let's see if that works. So back to the multi-cut tool, and I'm going to hold down Control, try and line that up, and oh, see, that one went around, but this side it didn't. So I can tell that the model's not symmetrical, but yeah. Oh, yeah, we don't want to do that now. So let me turn off symmetry, because otherwise. So I'm just trying to clean up these 5-sided faces. Enter, click here, enter. Alright, let's find the next batch. Oops. Face. Oh yeah, along the bottom here as well. And along the front of this. However, I think you don't need this edge here, so I might take that, shift select that, and then if I do hold down shift and then do right mouse click, I get this marking menu and go to delete edge. It's better using the delete key because it deletes the vertices associated with it as well. Oh, in this case it didn't. We've got an extra edge there. And here, we can try deleting that vert there. And there, shift right mouse click, delete vertex. Oh. Then I got rid of that edge. Let's put that back in. Control Shift X. Here, whoops. Here and there. Nope. Oh boy. Doesn't want to do that for us, does it? Ah! There's some extra weird little edge here. Select that, shift right mouse click, delete edge. Let's try it now. Control Shift X. Here and there. Okay. Yeah, there's that. See this extra little edge right here? Shift right mouse click, delete edge. Control Shift X for multi-cut tool here and here. Anyway, so you can go around your model. I might not do all of them, but you know, look for the oh. There we go. Yeah, and again for this one, so same thing, Control Shift X. And then this to that. Enter. And this one to that one. Enter. Okay. And then for this, I'd probably do here, Control Shift X, click on this, and then click on that, enter. And this one was, something's funny about that. Oh. I think it's this weird little edge here. I'm going to try to take that out. Shift right mouse click, delete edge. And let's see if that's still showing up as a, whoops, 5-sided face. No, that one's not. Yeah, here you've got this split here. And I would probably argue we don't need that, so I'll double click on that. Shift right mouse click, delete edge. Check on the other side. Do we have the same thing? Don't think so. Okay. I keep forgetting to choose face. Here I would just Control Shift X. We've got this one to here. And then I think, yeah, split there. I'm holding down Control to do that, and then click here to here, and here to there, and here to here. Okay, let's repeat that on the other side. Hold down Control to get those, and then here to here. Okay, there to there, and here to here. Make sure you get those red dots and you're not just picking somewhere along the edge. When you're selecting, see what I mean? Like if I go there, see that red dot, and then I can also be, you know, I can put something anywhere on the edge, but if I click when I get the red dot, it'll be at the corner. Yeah. Um, yeah, you've got this situation here. Just trying to think. It's not great to have triangles, but we'd have to add a lot of detail to not have triangles if you want this shape. So I might just Control Shift X and then click here and here and here and there. Yeah, there's a lot of detail in the neck, and then it all ends there. So that's giving you this not great situation here. Yeah, that's not an easy one to solve. There's also just some general weirdness going on in the neck here. That's not so great. Let's take this out. I'm gonna turn off this. I'm just gonna take that off. Whoops. I'll just select those. Okay. And then I'm gonna grab this edge, and I really like this circularize tool in the modeling tab here. This circularize, yeah, and that kind of helps round that out, but it's at a little bit of an angle now. And one trick for that is actually if I use the scale tool and scale it this way, it becomes flat. It's not really even and symmetrical now, but it is nice and round. So what I might do then is take this, shift right mouse click, extrude edge, and click on this little blue guy here, and then move that down. So I'm just trying to decide if I want to try and connect these or just replace all of this stuff. I'm just using shift and period, which is the greater than symbol, to select those. And I was thinking maybe it would just be easier to let's click that and scale. Extrude it again, click on that, move it down. And then we gotta kind of shape it to this a little bit. Maybe we need another edge in here. Let's scale this out a little bit. I'm going to select this. I'm going to hit B for soft select and hold down B and click and drag and grow that selection. That's not so great because it's affecting the stuff around it. I didn't want to. Yeah, I mean, I think you'll just have to kind of get in here and you know, adjust the shape. One tool I really like is the Sculpt Surfaces tool, which is under Surface, Sculpt Geometry tool, that is, Options. And first I might do like a little bit of smoothing hold down B and click and drag, and that'll increase the size of this. See if we can turn on the under stroke. There's reflection, and yeah, that'll do both sides at the same time. That'll just kind of smooth this out. Actually, that's doing a pretty good job of giving this some pretty good shape. That did a lot of my work for me. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that now. I mean, I can go, really go in there, but I don't think you'll see that very much. This might be another place to do. I'll hit B to turn off smooth selection. Just holding down Shift and double clicking to get this all the way around. Control B for bevel. I'll maybe increase the segments there. Anyway, so I'm just hitting 3 for smooth. So I hope this is all helpful. I'll save this and post it if you want.